And I have here with me, you're probably wondering, who is this person sitting next to me? Amanda Masefield. And she, well, first of all, welcome to our studio.
Hi.
So you actually, what was it, 2 weeks ago, you got an opportunity to sing on stage with Dave Damiani?
Yes, I did. And it was really fun.
So tell me about that. Was that planned, or you just kind of were at the show and they said, hey, come on up and sing?
It actually was planned. So I met him and he was like, hi. And yeah, and it was really fun going up there to sing.
So, and was that your first time singing with the orchestra behind you? Or had you done shows like that before? Not really. Well, so what did you sing? I saw a video of it, but for our viewing audience, what did you sing with Dave?
Fly Me to the Moon.
And is that a song that is a regular of yours? You know, like that you like to sing?
I don't sing it much, but I like it.
That's good.
It's a nice song.
That's good. So, well, first, before we dive into talking a little bit more about you and your career, I just want to remind people about the 500 Club Revisited show. And here is the flyer from it. It's Pure AC. That's the big song from Dave Damiani. And they have their last show of the summer, at least for now. It is the Legends of the 500 Club, and that is taking place this weekend, the 28th and 29th. And they're going to have some legends of the 500 Club showing up. Then we're talking about people who were at the original 500 Club back in the 40s, 50s. And if you don't know what the 500 Club is, well, look it up on Wikipedia. The 500 Club is one of those icons of Atlantic City, kind of the first nightclub in essence in Atlantic City. So, Amanda, your career, I mean, you're how old?
I'm 13.
13. So at 13, you already have achieved so many great things, and I know there's great things in your future moving forward. So tell me about some of the places you've been and things that you've done recently.
Okay. Well, I performed off-Broadway at Feinstein's 54 Below, and the Triad Theater. Yeah, and then I performed at the Feinstein 54 Below twice.
So what's that like? What's the audience like up there?
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of very, very kind of surreal to be in front of so many people. And what did you perform up there?
I performed a Broadway song, "The Spark of Creation."
Oh, very cool.
And the Children of Eden.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Now, I know that you did a documentary with a famous pop star.
Oh, yes. I did a documentary with Meghan Trainor when she was on tour.
So what was it? It was a documentary about her tour?
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. And what was that like getting to meet her? I assume you got to meet her.
It was so exciting. It was.
That is awesome.
Happy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Megan's music, and I like how her music has a kind of that boppy, kind of fun, almost a 1950s feel to it. A little rock and roll-ish, almost doo-woppy sound. I don't know if any Meghan Trainor fans are probably not liking the fact that I just referred to her music as doo-wop, but I think that's great. And when you were hanging out, did you get to sing with her at all?
I sung to her.
Oh, sung to her.
When I met her.
That's great. That's great.
She loved it.
Awesome.
It's really cool.
Now, so I also know that you did a show with a country legend.
Oh, yes. I am with Bergen Pack Choir, and I performed with Kenny Rogers.
Wow.
Yeah, the choir performed with him, and that was really cool also. I like that.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers is definitely one of those, undisputable legends of pop culture and country music, and just to be able to say, hey, I performed with Kenny Rogers, that is powerful. That is awesome. That must have been a blast.
It was.
That's great. So you've been with the Bergen Pack Choir for quite a while now?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. So now you're a New Jersey native. You're from New Jersey?
Yeah.
Great. North Jersey, I assume, up in Bergen County area. Yeah. So what do you see in your future? Are you working on any new projects or things like? I assume you probably do a lot of auditions and things, going forward. Are you working on anything?
I like to write music, but I haven't really put any of my own music out there yet, but I'm still going to.
I think that's a great thing. Being able to compose music is such a powerful thing. Because I don't know about you, but I'm sure that music is probably a big part of your life, and it's a great form of expression. Yeah, it's a fantastic form of expression to kind of say what's in here, and you get other people to realize, what you're doing. Now, you playing instrument, guitar, piano?
I usually play piano, but I just started on the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I like playing the guitar.
That's good. Is it acoustic, electric? Are you rocking out?
Acoustic.
Oh,
guitar,
that's good.
so.
That's good. Well, you're talking to a fellow guitarist, so I love. Most of the time, I play acoustic as well. Yeah, and I think being able to write music is such a plus. Now, we've been talking so much about your singing and playing music and all that, but I think that our viewers would love the opportunity to hear you sing.
Okay.
Now, I know that we talked that you sang "Fly Me to the Moon" with Dave Damiani, and maybe as a little warm up, why don't you let our viewers hear you sing maybe a quick verse of "Fly Me to the Moon," and
Okay.
and then we'll see what else you got up your sleeve.
Okay.
All right, take it away.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
Excellent. That's beautiful. You really capture the emotion in that. It's a song, American songbook. The great standards, and I mean, "Fly Me to the Moon" is definitely one of those. I can remember when my son was little, and also his sister, when they were babies. That was the song that I would sing to them to calm them down. "Fly Me to the Moon" was a regular song for them. So now I know that you brought also some music tracks with you. Now, first of all, just to recap a little bit, I'm talking with Amanda Masefield, and she has quite the, we'll say, resume of performances that you've done. As we mentioned earlier, you got to do the documentary with Meghan Trainor. You've been on stage with Kenny Rogers. You've been at these great theater venues, and now you're here on our Video on Main production studio with WBNJ, and you're going to grace us with another tune. Now, for this, why don't we throw our headphones on so we can, get the full effect of this here. And this is, you get the honor of being the first musical performance here in our brand new studios. Yay. So, what's the song you're going to sing for us?
I'm going to be singing a song called "Rise Up" by Andra Day.
Okay, fantastic. So you can go ahead and fire up your music tracks there, and we'll get that going. Amanda Masefield here at Video on Main Productions with WBNJ and WWN Interactive. We're just waiting for the music track to queue up there.
Yep.
It's always when they take the longest,
Okay.
is when you're waiting on them.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you. So we gon' walk out and move mountains. We gonna walk out and move mountains. mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, when the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. Have each other, and without we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we will rise, oh, we'll rise, and I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. Thank you.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Very good. And now, what is it about that song? I know, I could definitely sense a lot of emotion in that song. You know, is there something special about that song that speaks to you?
Just that, to rise up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Rise to the occasion.
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Amanda, it has been our pleasure to have you here in the studio, and also doing our first musical performance in the studio, which is exciting, very exciting. And so I'm assuming that people can find you online. You have a website. I believe it's the Masefields.com.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, if somebody wants to follow you on Instagram and get your picture, follow you on Instagram or any of the social networks like that, you have a handle for that, so I can look you up here?
I do. It's Amanda Mace 1.
Okay.
And it's all lowercase.
Okay, Amanda Mace 1. I'm searching for you right now. All right, here we go. AMANDAMASE 1. search. See, we're even teaching people. Oh, did I misspell it? No, people. There we go. No. Oh, hold on. See, that's the fun thing about being on a live video is sometimes you have operator error, and that's where my phone was in airplane mode. And I'm trying to figure out why my Instagram isn't searching for you. It's because I'm in airplane mode. So let me just search for that again here. Okay. That'll just take a second here. But again, for our viewing audience, we'll also tag this in the description of this broadcast with all the information on how to find Amanda. And you also have two brothers that are also doing quite a bit as well. So there's information about them on the website. And who knows? Maybe in the future we'll have them on here if you'd give up your seat to them at some point in the future. But we'd love to have you back to sing a few songs again. This was exciting because, again, it was our very first time doing a live musical performance here in the studio. So that's cool. Yeah. So why don't you just tell our viewing audience that Instagram handle one more time so people can find you?
Okay. My Instagram is AmandaMace1, and it's all lowercase.
All right, there you have it. So that's going to wrap things up for another studio broadcast from Video on Main Productions with WBNJ, WWN Interactive, and we hope to see you again soon.